Today we're going to be talking about someone I haven't, spoke about much on this channel. Holy shit. What am I doing? Before I do begin this video, however, I do have to give a good thank you to Shannon because she basically paid off this MacBook with how much money I've earned from those videos. So thank you, Shannon. And thank you, the viewer, for watching that section because that's now a tax write-off. Obviously, I'm joking. My videos made way more than that. I can't, it's too arrogant. Today we're back to talk about my best friend, Shannon again. I bet my Discord is having a field day with their criticism of me right now. If you don't know who Shannon is or what they've done, I'd advise you watch my previous 12 videos now on Shannon. It goes through literally everything she's ever done. At this point, I feel like I'm making a Chris Chan documentary type of playlist. But basically, all of those videos go through every allegation that's came out about Shannon, including stalking someone for 8 years, lying about being hacked to cover up lolcow posts where she was insulting and berating her friends, and doxing her family, and as of more recently, after being cancelled, contacting people like Gabby Hanna, asking them to allegedly make videos calling out one of Shannon's old friends that just a few weeks before Shannon got cancelled, Shannon was sending flowers to the door of. Before I begin though, if you're new to the channel, or haven't already for some reason at this point, please do consider doing the magnificent thing. It's a really difficult challenge, okay? I'm gonna give you a really difficult challenge before we begin. If you could go down below, click that subscribe button to get me to 50k by the end of the year, that would be highly appreciated. And also, if you'd like to go the extra mile, you can also check out my Twitter down below if you'd like to see my opinions on stuff that probably really doesn't matter. But with that being said, I don't dare plug to you anymore. Feel free to check out any other videos on the Shannon series. And with that being said, my hair is a mess. The Creepshow are allegations that have been so prevalent and popular within the drama community as of late that videos with millions of views are being released about this situation reignited when Tipster sent an Instagram DM to Shannon, and Shannon responded in all her glory, slamming Tipster, someone she told before not to publicly defend her because Tipster simply asked a question on her husband's YouTube channel. And Tipster shows all of this in a Twitter thread reading the following: "Looks like Shannon is back on Instagram DMs and she's not too happy. Yikes." Tipster then continues by showing their private messages with Shannon on Instagram, where Tipster said, "I don't know if you're reading messages here, and yes, I have been publicly critical of you and stand by what I said, but I am here to talk if you need to talk." To which Shannon responded, "You want me to talk to you after you commented on my husband's channel because of a provably false allegation of my husband apparently forcing themselves upon someone else. You really thought that was smart." And Tipster just responds in all his glory, "Okay, I see how this is gonna go. Goodbye, Shannon. Have a nice life." To which Shannon does what Shannon does best, I guess. Insults her friends and backstabs them as soon as they don't align with every view she upholds. And shows her true colors here of how much of a bitch she is. Oh my god, really? You fold that easy? You're genuinely weaker-willed than I thought. Boo-hoo, Shannon didn't immediately talk to me the way I wanted her to, despite me publicly going after her husband over claims that aren't true and are so easily proven fake. Cry more. Literally, like that time you cried on stream because I donated money to you, and you literally said if I was in drama you'd respect me because I'd tell you to stay out of it. So dumb. Whatever, you didn't even have the balls to ask questions. And Tipster responds in the most logical and calm way possible. "Girl, you are mental, get help. You lied to all your friends and you expect me to sympathize with you. Then you went to Gabby Hanna and tried to destroy another friend. You're sick. Good riddance." On a surface level, these DMs just seem like a regular argument till you pay more attention to the context around them. Firstly, Shannon claims that Tipster commented on their husband's channel because of a provably false allegation. What Shannon's referring to here is explained and elaborated on by Tipster in a screenshot where Tipster shows that all Tipster said on their husband's channel is, "Why did you delete all your videos and rename the channel?" in question to their husband who changed their channel name, renamed it, everything like that, because they got called out for all of these allegations against them. It's simply a question that they asked, and I'd argue they weren't really making any sweeping claims with it, so the fact that Shannon tries to use this against Tipster is a really bad point. You've also got to remember the fact that Shannon actually told Tipster not to defend her. Of course he's going to comment on allegations when you refuse to even explain to him the context and tell him not to defend you on those points. He's a news reporting channel. Of course he's going to report allegations that have valid claim behind them. And even then, he didn't even report the allegation, as far as I'm aware, that you're claiming. Furthermore, in response to Shannon's reply to Tipster, "You're genuinely weaker-willed than I thought." Shannon presents herself to seemingly the whole way through knowing Tipster and being friends, which they seemingly were. Shannon actually only thought of Tipster as weak-willed, and Shannon immediately brings up the fact that Tipster cried on stream because of being given money. Like, that's a bad thing for a guy to react like that because they're a guy or something. I don't know, it feels like a very outdated stereotype that men can't cry, especially after being given money. And also, they tried to correlate the fact that if you said you're in drama and you told Tipster to stay out of it, they would. You never told Tipster to stay out of it. There was no line crossed where Tipster betrayed you or backstabbed you. They even made efforts to contact you before and after their discussion about you. Shannon also says you didn't even have the balls to ask questions, though Shannon didn't respond to anyone when they asked questions anyway. I sent Shannon questions, I know many other YouTubers did. Nobody received responses. So Shannon's trying to make it seem like Tipster's a bad person for just magically getting a response from Shannon when she wouldn't have replied in the first place. Also, she claims that the claims against her husband are easily provably fake, but provides absolutely no evidence to show that. It's really hard to argue Shannon's side when Shannon doesn't provide evidence to support their case. However, on the topic of Shannon returning to social media, or not returning to social media, more recently a Twitter account has rose up claiming to be Shannon on a new account as her old one apparently got suspended, which isn't even consistent with the fact that Shannon's old account wasn't even suspended. Shannon deleted it when she was dealing with the drama with Without a Crystal Ball because she was being spammed, according to Shannon. And even if that wasn't the case, Shannon's account has been taken down of her own volition for a long time, and the tag was SM_Creepshow. More recently, Creepshow Arts, a Twitter account, claims to be Shannon and crops up claiming that their old Twitter account was suspended, and now they're back to defend themselves with absolutely no proof it's even them. Firstly, they post a bunch of things claiming that everyone else is saying they aren't real, just like people did apparently to a guy called Adam Driver. However, in response, someone says, so at Creepshow_art is holding your account for you and has been public about being willing to give it back. They were doing it specifically to keep your account from being trolled by actors. Why haven't they given it back to you if you're real Shannon? And the Creepshow Arts account says, reading over this now, honestly I'm kind of baffled. It's been complete radio silence from them, but they are following me. It makes no sense that if this was Shannon, they wouldn't even reach out to secure the OG tag. However, Tipster also reached out to this account, and they shared with me quite nicely some of their DMs of the account, where they said, prove to me that you're Shannon, and the account says, I love how you turned being told to disavow and don't defend me into some admission of guilt. Not like anyone could see the tidal wave of witch hunt coming and wanted to make sure no one else got hurt. Been dying to say that. That is all. Tipster follows up by saying, waiting for proof that you are who you say they are, and the account says, I'll consider it. Honestly, the cons outweigh the pros. And Tipster says, still waiting for proof, and they provide absolutely no proof in response that they are Shannon. I think it's them saying the pros outweigh the cons that I find the funniest, because at the moment they're just being blasted by people claiming they aren't the real Shannon, and they keep claiming they are Shannon and making defenses for Shannon, but no one's gonna buy it unless they provide proof. So I'd say the pros outweigh the cons massively, as proving they were the real Shannon would prove that all of their claims were true, and would seemingly allow them to start giving themselves a defense. It would also make no sense that Shannon would never mention this account anywhere else. Honestly, from the fact that already claiming to be Shannon, I don't know what cons they're even referring to. But also, there's people saying, Creepshow Arts, if it's really you, then go on Instagram that you reactivate and say, yeah, it's me, and they say, maybe. And although we can't prove it 100%, there's a whole bunch more proof that seemingly shows that this is a fake Shannon, and as such, nobody's really gonna trust it as a source. However, a lot of what they've said is really interesting and very bizarre. They've made multiple tweets claiming that everything posted by LolCow was actually false. Them saying things like, for LolCow, do you expect a troll board is telling you the honest truth, not looking for clicks and attention? Let me shatter one of their claims. They claim I accessed their website over multiple devices over multiple years with the same IP. This is impossible. The ISP will issue a new IP number every 30 days. My phone operates on a mobile network, not a broadband network. Even if my computers are on the same network, the fact still remains that each computer gets a different external IP and has a different internal IP address. Otherwise, the web wouldn't know which computer to send information to, so therefore it is completely impossible. This claim is untrue. There are multiple ways to fact check whether your account is actually the same account that's accessed something across the board, as 1. the cookies would show other applications and websites you've accessed through emails, accounts, etc. And many different IPs that you've used will all link back to the same general area at the end of the day. And the fact that they'd seemingly have an IP from the original Shannon, because Shannon spoke about locale before, it can be believed that it would just be the same IP that was used at that occasion, and they've just checked that they came from the same location. Obviously, locale hasn't provided 100% proof that this is Shannon, despite providing some evidence that seemingly implies so. However, obviously, as locale hasn't provided proof to show that actually 100% is Shannon that made these posts, we can't exactly guarantee the fact that Shannon is actually the person that made these posts, it is alleged. However, the fact is that these posts seem to line up very consistently with many of Shannon's behaviors, and the fact that Shannon's defense was that she was IP spoofed makes absolutely no sense. This account also claims that cookies don't do what people think they do, and that your IP changes anytime you lose connection intentionally or unintentionally. So the answer is simple: the troll forum is lying. This response, again, doesn't make sense, but some of their other tweets caught my eye a little more. Like them speaking about the Peaches drama and saying, you'd think after the Peaches drama, people would show some extra precaution when it comes to screenshots, but apparently not. Shannon not realizing the fact that if this was Shannon, they would be the one that perpetuated the allegations against Peaches, and this tweet would be an active admission that they lied about Peaches in that video. Furthermore, their second tweet on this also implies the same thing, when they said, Luke and Peaches 2.0. Fake-ass screenshots and zero linking evidence, and a receipt video that's still a month plus with nothing. I'm waiting to hear it after I settle the legal side or handle the YouTube side. Again, this response makes absolutely no sense because Shannon hasn't taken down any of her Peaches videos, so it would make no sense that Shannon would be on Twitter now saying that these screenshots were all fake and had no evidence linking them, when Shannon was the one that perpetuated the screenshots that Luke used in some of his videos. This account also states something very interesting. Someone tells this Creepshow Arts account that Social Blade proves they deleted content and that all of this behavior is gross. And the Creepshow Arts account, in all their wisdom, claims that Social Blade proves their videos were removed, and that they had people mass reporting their channel and several videos went down, and in fact the channel itself was almost lost due to community guideline violations as a result. Had to contact with a rep to get that fixed, also been trying to get the videos back. This makes absolutely no sense. If these videos were taken down by YouTube, they would show on the videos that were taken down that they were taken down by YouTube. It would make no sense that they say they're private. Furthermore, mass reporting the channel, I really don't buy that as a fact that they're claiming that their videos went down because of that, when it's very believed that because they deleted videos that only seemingly proved them guilty in the Emily Artful case, that it seems that Shannon took those videos down herself. Why is it that no other videos that Shannon's posted about drama or any topic she's covered have seemingly gone down that don't involve her stalking allegations, etc.? However, this account also had interactions with Emily Artful, where they were calling out Emily Artful and claiming they had all this evidence to prove Emily Artful was lying, and Emily Artful said, show me a proof that I've been a thorn in your side for years. Why couldn't you have mentioned that in our conversation in 2018 then? You can't because you're not Shannon, and I've never wanted anything to do with the real Shannon. And the Creepshow Arts account said, we rarely if ever had convos. You've been tracking Anthony for years, angry he left you due to your addiction, and you're vindictful. We've tried many times to help you, like when I shouted at you in that interview, so you would move on. Simple. This doesn't line up with the story. Once again, the Shannon account claims they rarely ever had conversations, but Emily Artful has shown conversations that she's had with Shannon. It makes no sense for Shannon to claim they never happened. And in a quote retweet to a person saying that people should report the account for being a personator, Shannon says, Emily's Goon Squad want to report this Twitter down to destroy the evidence I've been compiling to prove my innocence. This is the level we are at, people. This is one of the most stupid statements, because once again, you are impersonating Shannon. Obviously, people are going to flag you down. Secondly, destroy the evidence you're compiling. What evidence? You haven't shown a single screenshot that proves your innocence in any occasion. It's very obvious that this Twitter account is a fake bait account made to grab attention, and for some reason people are making videos with 40,000 plus views claiming these are real statements from Shannon. That being said though, thank you for sitting to the end of this video if you did sit to the end of this video, or if you skipped to the end to look cool, I won't tell anyone if you don't. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one, as I make videos every single day, and also feel free to check out my Twitter and other social media like maybe my Discord down below if you'd like to support me on those platforms. Finally, if you'd like to check out my Instagram to see photos of me, don't know why you would, but if that sounds like something that interests you, feel free to check it out as well. That'll also be linked in the description. Finally, shoutouts to my patrons and channel members for supporting me financially. If you'd like to support me financially too, you can check out my Patreon down below. You only have to subscribe for a month, and it could be as small as $1, but any amount is appreciated, and any amount helps improve this content and allows me to afford more for the content. That being said, thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for supporting this channel as always. I can't believe we're almost at 50k subs. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.
Says she wanna rock when it like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap when it like me. We can catch a fly. Says she wanna rock when it like me.